Little history down here at the former marina. There's an old barge we used to jump off and swim on when I was a kid. The former bridge blown out by the storm at the railroad tracks. That boat you see, I think, goes on tours from Peekskill, former buoy tender. Action. Roll camera. So Sully here down in Popolopen Creek. Next to, this boat has been reported upon extensively, sunk about 120 years ago. Believe it was a boat related to the grist mill years ago. We're gonna go around this turn and see what Popolopen Creek holds post-storm. And here we go. Don't have a gimbal on this, and there's plenty of logs for me to run over, so I won't be able to film as I navigate. Gonna take a little peek at the bottom of the Popolopen Bridge. The Battleside Bridge, there's a name for it, I don't remember it. Well attached up there. The abutment high enough to be above the waterline, so it did not sustain any damage whatsoever. As we meander on over into the Popolopen. That is how the state of Louisiana was amazing formed. How the span nearest me was built in 1906, or excuse me, 1916. And the span to the west of that was built in 1935 or 36, I'm not quite sure. They've done their work. They're certainly sustaining traffic that wasn't like it is now back in the 1916 through 1935 era. A lot of washout over here. I'm not sure if their intention is to remove it as they go onward with their repair. Heron that's upset kind of chasing me, so excuse me if I need to stop quickly. And here you have the washout in the bottom of the Popolopen. You see up top the wing wall up there. Riveted construction. The bottom abutments look fine. You can also see there's a wing wall down here on the bottom that was basically unaffected. There's a full arch in the center and half arches on the end. The half arch on the southeast corner is the one that was subject to the storm. So we got two bridges back there, a trestle, and I've landed on my new self-claimed island. Sully Open Island, I guess. Get a little close-up of some of what's going on here for perspective on size. You have that front end loader up on top on the edge. A substantial amount of sediment made its way down into this creek. I'm not sure what they intend to do about it. It is a tough spot. Trestle blocks coming in by water. Steep hill up there prevents coming in by land without importing fill, and maybe having a couple of dozers tie off to you as you come down the hill. Quick little fly around here. That enhanced abutment that you see, which on the south side, that was enhanced back in the late 80s or early 90s by Harrison and Burroughs, same contractor that was working on the bridge recently. One of many projects over the last 30 years that this bridge has had on it. As you fly up by the wing wall, you can see the integrity of the last arch sitting on its abutment. Well, a little bad news. The grist mill is not open for business today, nor has it been for about 120 years. I was here last year, and these rocks you see were blown out recently because right underneath those rocks a year ago, I showed pictures of the former Rainbow Bridge, which used to cross in front of Hellhole about 200 feet downstream of it. There are pieces of that bridge all over this creek at this point. One more low quality video. Got a pair of mute swans here in Popolopen Gorge by the trestle. There you see the bridges with the sediment spill. And over in this tree, Lord knows I post plenty of pictures of blue herons. There's one up there, I think he's been here for the last few years. He really doesn't like intruders. He cackles like a crow and flies right at me. It's a good time to say good night to Popolopen Creek.